Alright, so this is InsaneisEpic here, and I'm gonna bring you a Pokemon Wi-Fi battle on the Pokemon Showdown server versus Charon. He sends out his Frostlass against my Bronzong. He goes for the Taunt as I go for the Stealth Rocks. And then he ends up going for Spikes as I go for Gyro Ball, which is super effective. And I end up going for the Gyro Ball again as he switches out into his Cobalion. So I get my Stealth Rocks up, which is what my Bronzong is for. He goes for the Taunt as I just go for the Gyro Ball, so I would like to say it was a useless taunt, but I do have the Toxic. Ended up being useless though because he sends out his Cobalion. As I go for the Earthquake, didn't do as much as I wanted, so I switch out into my Roserade. He goes for the Iron Head. So I go for the Giga Drain to try and get enough HP to live in Iron Head, so he outspeeds, goes for the Rock Polish, hoping to get Sweep. He goes for the Iron Head, I'm hoping not to flinch so I can get Spikes off, but doesn't end up happening. I switch out into my Victini here, knowing I can live shit from him, so he goes to the Iron Head. I'm Choice Scarfed, so I was expecting to outspeed, but I forgot he had +2 speed. So I do end up getting the V-Create off, as close combat is not very effective. And he is Choice Scarf, because he goes for the U-turn, so his Flygon is Choice Scarfed. I go for the Toxic here, not knowing how much a Wild Charge would do, so it does less than half, so I'm going to be able to get an Earthquake off here, as he goes for another Wild Charge. So I kill his Luxray. He sends out his Gardevoir. I'm hoping he misses the Focus Blast, but unfortunately for me, he does not miss it. So I send out my Umbreon, knowing I can take a Focus Blast and get a Wish off. So his Focus Blast does 46%, which is not enough to take down my Wish Protect. But he makes a good play. He sends out his Milotic as I go for the Protect. He goes for the Toxic. I have Synchronize. And now I go for the Heal Bell, I believe. As he switches back in his Gardevoir. No, I don't. I send out my... I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was predicting the attack there. I just don't know what I was doing. So I let him get the advantage there, but all I need him to do is miss a Focus Blast, so I can pretty much Wish Protect stall him as he goes for the... So, Focus Blast. I go for the Wish Focus Blast. He misses a Focus Blast, and he goes to the Psychic, not knowing I have the Heal Bell. So, if he went for the Focus Blast and got crit, I would have been screwed, but it doesn't happen. I think I went for a payback there, but I get Parahaxed. I go for a payback there, take out his Gardevoir. So he sends out his Flygon. I'm wondering what he'll lock himself into. He locks himself into the U-turn, so I switch into my Dusclops as he goes for the U-turn, which leads me more to know that he's Choice Scarf. I go for the Seismic Toss as I believe he goes for the Toxic here. And now here I go for the rest because I am rest talk. As he goes to the recover, and right now I think I have this game in the bag because my Umbreon is a physical wall, and so is my Dusclops. So unfortunately with Sleep Talk I do get the Will-O-Wisp and not the Seismic Toss. But he Dragon Tails me out into my Azelf, so I can go for the Grass Knot as he switches in his Flygon. And I do enough damage to 2-hit KO him. But now I'm switching out to my Dusclops to resist the U-turn. Because my Azelf is frail as fuck, so... Now he switches into his Milotic. I'm hoping I get the Seismic Toss with this Sleep Talk. But I get the Will-O-Wisp again. So he goes for the Dragon Tail. It brings out my Azelf, so I pretty much just go for the Grass Knot. And take out his Milotic. So he switches into his Flygon. I switch into my Dusclops, seeing what he's gonna lock himself into. He locks himself into Outrage. I send out my Umbreon, so now I just go for the Protect. I don't get Parahaxed here, and now I have enough to live in Outrage, so as long as I don't get Parahaxed, I can take him out with a Payback, and I don't get Parahaxed, I take him out with a Payback. And that's the battle, so hope you guys enjoyed.